So I'm going to, all right. Just one moment, and I'm just making sure that the recording is live on Facebook. Very good. And we are live. Very good. Okay. So, very good. I need you to come on so that I can see what's going on. Very good. All right.
Yeah.
I did not see I asked you to do some assignments from last week. I didn't see them in the group. So
I don't even, yeah, I was like, what did she tell me to do? She's going to kill me. I know I did something, but
yeah, I want to kill you.
I don't, but
Virtually.
don't kill me yet. Don't kill me yet.
Uh-huh.
I did something,
Okay.
but what I don't remember, it's exactly you. I remember you told me I have to post something in the group, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was so scared she's going to kill me, finish me.
Yes. Yes. I should behave exactly what you're saying to me to do. That's the way I'm supposed to behave to you today. Like I should take you and shake you virtually.
Yeah. Shake me. So what am I
Yes.
supposed to
No, because the thing is, if we don't get the work done, we're just going to be. I'm always here, but I want you to keep moving. I don't want you to stall. I don't want you to stop along the way. So that's why what I wanted you to do was I wanted you to, last week we talked about who your ideal client is.
Yes.
And what their problem is, what their questions are. I wanted you to write it in a concise way that makes your brain begin to process it. Okay. So, we're going to quickly do a few more things now, but you see all of these processes, what they do is they set things in motion in your mind. Okay. Remember where we are is as a result of what we've done so far. Okay. And what we've thought about so far. The more you begin to put your energy towards making this happen, it actually begins to come closer to you. It actually becomes reality.
Yeah.
So that's why when I give you an assignment, I say, write it again, because I want your brain to process it. And the more your brain processes it, the more the dream comes to reality.
Okay, I did write it.
Very good. Say it out.
It's just that I didn't remember
that you needed to post it.
Remember what you told me to post. I remember, but I did write that. I have it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you have it, what we're going to do is I'm still going to need you to post it, to write it out, so that, because again, the idea is when you're writing it, the process of writing it makes it clearer.
Yes.
So, but we'll get to that. Most likely I'm going to still tell you to go and write it after the meeting, because the writing, it needs to be done by you alone, not me talking, because as I'm talking, it would bring some interference into it again, and it causes a delay. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is, before we jump and do let's do that. Let's do the creed, our affirmations that we do. I'm going to just bring that up on the screen. Actually, let me just first of all put it here. Download. Okay. Just one moment. Okay, that's it. And right here, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay. So what I will do is
Can I drink?
Huh?
Can I drink?
Yes, why not? Drink, please. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, this you're going to get in the members area when you're all set. and this is what we would say every time we meet together. I'd like you to, and even when we don't meet, I want you to be saying it because I want it to be in your subconscious gradually. Okay. All right. So let's go for it. 1, 2, go. I am a thought leader,
a thought leader,
and a change maker. I am an expert.
I am an expert, and I get
paid like one. Friends, family, and strangers are recognizing me as the go-to person in my field. I am being interviewed by top influencers in my field as a subject matter expert. Top media outlets are featuring me for exposure. I make no excuses. I push through. I lead with love. I spread kindness. I take action. I stay focused. I am determined to have the influence and income that I deserve. I will step out of my comfort zone. I cannot experience new lands from the comfort of my comfort zone. I love making money. I make more even when I'm not trying to. Money comes to me when I call. Money is within my reach. If I have to look cheesy, I will. If I have to spend more money hiring tech people to help me get there quicker, I will. If I have to do an endless amount of visibility tasks as directed by Olu, I will. I take responsibility that I have created the life I currently have due to my thoughts, actions, and energy. I release the pattern in me that has created lack of any kind in my life today. I have the power to shift my mindset and create new things that will serve me better by having faith and taking bold action. I believe that all things are possible for me, and I am determined to make that belief my reality. I deserve success. I am dressed with strength and dignity. I am a wealth magnet. I am a profitable thought leader. Beautiful. So shall it be. All right. Amen. All right. So very good. So what we need to do now is you tell me what the wins you've had during the week. Let's just talk about some of the wins that you've had on this path.
What does it mean, the wins?
The wins. Okay. Why do I keep having to tell you what the wins are every week?
No. The wins. I understand the wins. The wins.
No. I mean win.
Oh, the win.
Success.
The win.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, the wins. I wouldn't say wins, but I would say I have been. You know that I don't feel 100% comfortable Like I feel
Mhm.
like, can I do it? Like
Mhm.
all those fears that I have
Mhm.
around, I feel like I have nothing to sell basically. I feel
Mhm.
like what I've been telling people, is it worth go sell? Like, so sometimes what I can call a win, I can say that I have been in my mind going back for, oh, I can do it. Oh, I cannot do it. I can do it. So that's what has been, maybe that's what I can call a win, because at
Mhm.
the end of the day, I feel like I can do it.
Mhm.
So because I said other people are doing it, so I can do it. I mean, other people are selling
Selling their expertise.
what they, yeah. So I can do it. And
Mhm.
then the other fear of going social, say, okay, I can do it.
Mhm.
So I kind of updated my personal Facebook page, because I
Okay.
had a Facebook page,
Mhm.
personal,
Mhm.
everything, all the information was fake,
Mhm.
from the name
Okay.
to whatever. So I did,
Okay.
okay, let's start by trying to update it. Yeah, so that's a win.
That's a big win. I feel like dancing. That's a big win. Wow. Wow. I didn't even know. So if
Yeah,
I go find you on Facebook now, I'm gonna find you as your real name.
not yet, maybe
Okay.
tomorrow,
Okay.
because um Facebook said that I cannot. Facebook
Change.
is being so difficult to work with.
Mhm.
Maybe because of what happened to me, they
Yeah.
blocked, they disabled my account when I was trying to do. Now they don't want me to change my identity before I provide my ID, the impersonation things.
Mhm.
So they said I have to wait a certain period of time since the last time.
Mhm.
And then luckily, when I was looking at it, the last day was today,
Okay.
November 29. So
Okay.
I'm hoping that maybe by tomorrow I can go
Okay.
in there and then change my name,
Okay.
isn't that?
Okay. That's beautiful. That's actually good. In short, you see, Facebook is being strict because
Straight.
there are
Yes.
people that impersonate people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's good. Personally, I have been blocked from Facebook a lot of times,
Mhm.
but and Facebook is my main platform. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's annoying. At the same time, I'm happy they're doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
because if they don't do those kind of things, then the platform wouldn't be a good
Yeah.
platform for everyone to be able to trust.
Mhm.
So it can be a pain. It can be
Yeah.
a pain, but trust me, you would appreciate the fact that they are doing that, because you don't want somebody to just come and start and open an account now and say they are you. And
Yes.
so they have to be able to find a way to prove that for real it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
But that was a huge win, because if you're going to be a thought leader, you need to be out there. In short, as a matter of fact, I was listening to some guy yesterday, and this guy is I don't know if you know this guy, Nas Daily. He does all sorts of videos that he talks about the world, and he would say this is Peru, and he would take different things from different countries, and he would do videos. And he was saying that somebody was asking him, can you do this and be happy? And he was like, no, you don't want to be. You're not going to be happy to do this. And I was like, what do you mean? But he had a point. What he was trying to say was, as soon as you come out there as the expert, if you want to, all those things that we just read, if you want them to come through, what would happen is you are going to have a lot of people that wouldn't like you.
Yeah. That
Okay.
scares me.
But that's part of growth. That's part of you stepping into who you're actually made to be. Remember, my Lord, your Lord Jesus, the Lord of Lords and King of Kings, so the whole world came still. You would think he is the one that everybody would love him, and no. Many people were against him. In short, they killed him.
They killed him.
So then we don't need to be afraid. Okay, we don't need to be afraid. All we have to do is just, I've been sent here And our time here is limited, whether we like it or not. Right?
That's true.
So we might as well. It's going to end one day. Why not? So let me just do what I've been sent here to do, and
Yes.
and know that for sure I lived fully.
Fully, yes. You just said what I have been having on my mind. I said we are not, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I am in my 30s, late 30s.
Yeah.
And then I say, so I have basically have maybe lived more than my it's left. You know what? If I'm lucky, maybe I have lived half of my years on this. Like, I have to make, and I think you know it already.
Yeah.
When I was telling you that I have 5 years left before I hit 40.
Yeah.
And then I was so scared, like, I need to live this life, what is left.
Yeah.
Fully, I need to complete my mission on this earth. What am I going to live as a person? Like, what have I achieved? So you see, so what you're saying is so true.
Yeah, and what social media does is it makes you face your fears. Okay, it makes you face your fears, and it's good. You know, it's a lot of people are afraid of social media, but gradually, you know, they begin to see that, you know what, it's this is actually me living because all these things that we're trying to achieve or do, we already have them inside of us. You kind of have it as ideas, but you're afraid to bring it out. you know. So don't worry, we're going to get there one step at a time. I'm very proud of you for making those moves, and I'm sure it's going to be a good thing as you continue to go. It's not always rosy. Okay, it's not always rosy. There's bumps along the way, but we keep going. Okay. And there was something that I've been studying. You know, I have all sorts of books that around personal development. Okay, and once you begin to there's a book that says he can who thinks he can. And I say this a lot. This is the book that I always talk about. It's about a guy called James Allen, and excuse me, he wrote this book and he called it "He Can Who Thinks He Can." That's whoever he can, who thinks he can. Okay, whoever thinks he can do it. Okay, and it's the same with she too. She can, you know, whoever thinks she can actually do it. And whoever thinks she cannot also. Whatever we think is true, is going to happen. Whatever it is that you think is going to happen. So you might as well, you know, begin to look at the one that you want as against the one you don't want. Okay, because the more we think of, you know, there's a man called Joe Dispenza. He's a brain guy. Okay, is all about brain and neurology, whatever, you know, he's a doctor. And this guy says that when you think about something, okay, an idea comes to your mind, you say, I can't achieve that. As soon as you've thought it, your brain Can you hear me?
Yes, I cannot see you yet, but I can hear you.
Interesting. Yeah, you can see me?
Yes.
What happened?
I think your connection kicked you out.
Interesting. Isn't that very interesting? Anyway, so I don't know why. Anyway, so that's the thing. I was saying that the guy was saying, when you think about something, as soon as you've thought about it, the brain has a way of, there's some, you know, like electricity circuits that fires in your brain. And that sends an information to your body that whatever it is that you just thought about, you need to feel it. Okay. So it creates a chemical for you to start feeling what you just thought. Okay, so an idea comes, social media is very scary. Then as soon as you've thought about that, your brain says, it's true. Social media is very scary. Then you become scared of social media. Okay. And then because you're scared of social media, your brain also begins to hear what your body is saying, that social media is scary. Then it thinks it more. And then it goes on and on and on and on like that. To the point where after a while, you become so scared of social media.
Yes.
and on the opposite direction, also on the opposite side too. Because you say, like, for example, this affirmation, and the reason why I want you to be doing it all the time is once you begin to say it, it enters into your thoughts. Then you begin to think it. As you think it, I am a thought leader. I get paid as an expert. Your brain thinks it, says, I am an expert. But your mind, will fight it and say, no, but you're not an expert. Nobody's paying you as an expert. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you now, it's like 95% of your mindset already believes that you're not an expert. But that 5% that says, think it, just keep saying it. After a while, your brain begins to believe that, oh, she's an expert, even though you're not an expert yet. Your brain believes it. Then the firing chemical work, send the message to your body, says, Jemima is an expert. Then it goes back and forth. The more you think about it, the more you feel it, think it, and feel it, and think it. Before you know it, it becomes a reality in your mind that I am an expert. I get paid as an expert. I remember the very first time I was going to charge someone $1,000 to do to work with me. I was like, you know what I did? I actually took, a calculator and I broke it down. I broke everything that I said to myself. My coach at the time, was telling me, it's easy. Just, charge 2,500 for that, and I was like, 2,500, who's going to pay me 2,500? Nobody is going to pay me that, and I was like, and she was like, no, it's okay, but start with 1,000. Even the 1,000, I was like, nobody is going to pay. Because I was so used to getting paid by the hour, $10 an hour, $15 an hour, that's all I had, at the time. And then investors group, once in a while, the life comes to somebody, so a client comes in and at the time I had not had that experience of somebody paying me $1,000 for what I knew, and I was like, $1,000 US. Wow. Anyway, so what I did was I broke it down. I broke that $1,000 down. I said, the time that is taking me to do the work that I'm going to train the people. Okay, for example, the time that I spent with my coach, the time that the assignments they gave me, the work that I'm going to, design for the client, then I started labeling all the things that I'm doing, to make this 1,000. Then I now said, this person is going to work with me. At that time, it was 8 weeks. They're going to work with me for 8 weeks, okay? And I'm going to meet with them 1 hour a week, okay, for 8 weeks. After that, I'm going to look at their assignments for however, maybe another 1 hour a week, okay? And then, or 2 hours a week, I'm going to communicate with them another hour a week, I labeled everything out, okay? And by the time I added everything, I divided it, and it came to, I think it came to like $15 an hour, okay? That I was charging this person to pay me $1,000, for the work they were doing with me. Then I was like, it's not difficult. I can make $15 an hour. It's so easy. So I just went out and I looked for clients, and I found 3 of them that were ready to pay me $1,000 each. Okay. And because I needed to find a way that would make sense, that for it to make sense for my brain. Okay. Yeah. And as soon as my brain believed it, it was easy to make the $1,000. Okay, so I'm sharing this experience with you so that you will know that it's easy to make $1,000. It's very easy to make $1,000 from a client. In short, it's easy to make $5,000 from a client. It's easy to make $10,000 from a client. It's easy to make, I have not made it, but I have my coach, one of her program, $80,000 a year. It's easy. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting to a place where the people around you that need the service that you offer, they need that solution and they're willing to pay that. One of my coaches said to me one day, she said she invited someone to get on a call, to book a call with her, you know, and the person was so excited, you know, to get on the call. And she was like, I'm sure to work with you, it must be a lot of money, you know, like how much? Like 10,000? As at the time, that's what this person that was talking with her said. You know, as at the time, what she was charging was $500 because she didn't believe that she was worth more than that, you know. And she said, as soon as that person said 10,000, she was like, no, actually, it's not more, it's not up to that. It's 8,000. And as soon as she said that, the woman was like, really? That's all? Sign me up. Okay. And for her, it was like 8,000, as in $500. That's what she was selling. Okay. This person saw her work and was like, this person can help me achieve a lot. Okay. And they said, I am willing to pay 10,000 to make this person help me. Okay. And this person came in, said 10,000. She quickly used brain to realize that she didn't need to. In short, if she had said $500 at that time, she would have lost that woman. Because what would have happened was they won't believe that she can do anything. She would be like, $500, like
that's cheap.
That's too cheap. It's not going to work. Okay, you know, and she said, no, it's actually not 10,000. She said, as she was saying, it's 5,000. I mean, 8,000. You know, is that she just didn't record the call. If she had recorded it, she would have said that it was even shaking out of her mouth.
The voice was shaking.
Exactly. I'm saying all this so that you know that it's possible. It's very possible, and you already have so much that you can offer. Okay.
That's what scares me. Sorry to cut you, because I feel like the content that I have, like what content do I have? Sometimes I feel like I don't, like, it's easy for me. It's easy. Like there is nothing to tell you. You do this, that's it.
Exactly. That do this. That's the problem, that people don't know, you know, and you know, I've been designing a tool that I want to sell, you know, and this tool is something that I have used over the last couple of months, actually years, maybe 3 years now that I've been using it, but it's in my brain. Okay. But a lot of times I would meet clients. In short, over the weekend, I was doing a survey, you know, and I will meet clients and I'll say to them, you know, you just go live and do, you know, and say this and say this. And I would, you know, until last week, okay, I didn't think I'd created it as a PDF and I sold it before, but I just didn't feel like it was, a lot of people are always asking me, okay, what's the template? And I'm like, you know, just say this, just do this, just do, you know. But people keep coming back until last week when I met this guy. This guy is one of the guys that I use his tool, okay? And he'd been sending a message to find out, you know, can I sit down with you? Can you, you know, can we talk? And we talked until last week, Friday. I didn't find time to meet with him, you know, and this guy is in England, is in London. And so we started talking. This guy is an app developer. He has different apps that he has done. Okay. And so you would think that he is, you know, people that do apps, you know, they're very smart people. Okay. They're extremely, that's the way I see app developers. However, when I met with him, he was stuck. And it was now I was now asking him, it was that from that meeting that I realized that, you know what, my tool that I use would definitely help this guy. and many others like that. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to turn it into a usable, something that would not just be what I use. I would make it available for people and create it in such a way that it solves the problem for them. Okay, because before I would give it to them as a book, as a PDF. Okay, but now I say I'll turn it into a tool that actually they interact with, fill in the gap, and it creates something for you. And over the weekend, that's what I was working on with my team. Okay, and now, as of yesterday, I looked at the thing and I was like, wow, I wish I had this when I was starting. You understand? And that's the way it is. When you have an expertise, you assume that everybody can do it. It's so easy. Just do this, just do this, just do this. No, not everybody is like that. The fact that you have that sequence and your system already operates like that doesn't mean that that's the way it works for everyone else. Okay, so don't worry, though.
Okay.
As you go, you're going to. They are also, the one, that like this whole year now. One of the things that I have been doing is I've been working on creating a product that would be systematic for my video program. Okay, for my video program that now joins into my program, my coaching. Okay, and from January, in short, from December last year was when I started the journey. And now this weekend, I was just saying to my husband, this weekend, I'm getting to it. I just hit it this weekend. Okay. A year later, you understand, but you see, the thing is, along the way, you don't stop. You just keep going. You try this, you try that. I still had my one-on-one clients. I still had, some of the people in the group, but I had to gradually transition. Okay. Now, this morning, this guy sent me a message, the app guy. He was so excited and he had all sorts of questions. What should I do about this? What should I do about this? And he feels the survey that I was, using to just get an idea of how is this going to help people? And then what questions do they have? I created that thing. And I said, very good. I sent it to him that he should feel it. He feels it with joy. And these are, I have I've not sent it to a lot of people. I sent it to my email list, but my email list, it's not all people that want to do videos. Okay. But the ones that I know for sure, when I look through the results, I have 7 people that are ready and very excited to buy this tool. Now, this is what you want, okay? And this is the process that I go through, okay? So I want you to know that every single opportunity that we have, or single thing that and people have asked you questions about, they are also, maybe not them, maybe some other people, but people are willing to pay you to help them to do it. Okay. Now, when you are the experts, like the app guy that I was talking with last week, he was talking about all sorts of crazy things that he can do, and he can do this, and he can do this, and he can do this, to help people, and my thing is, no, it's not about you. It's about them, the people that you want to help. Okay. So this is the process. Okay, that's why getting to know who they are and what they want is extremely important. Okay, so now you have, if we're going to go to last week, we said, can you remind me who your ideal client is?
So can I show you my screen?
Sure. Let me see if you can share. Share. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is what I wrote down after we had the last meeting last week. So basically, my ideal client is should be a family that lives in Canada. They have at least a home that they have to start with, and their finances are tight and they are looking for a solution, or they need to change their financial situation to pay off the debts, relieved of their stress lifestyle, and then be able to start saving for their children, and for like basically start a new financial life, if I can say. Yes.
Okay.
So
Very good.
that's what we end up with the last time.
Okay. 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 So looking for a solution or need to change their financial situation, pay off debt, live a stress-free life, be able to save for their children. Okay. Okay, finances are just okay, but don't seem to achieve their financial goals. Okay, very good. There are lots of people like this. There are lots of people like this. So it's
I was one of them.
yeah, there are lots of people like this, and in short, you know, everywhere you go, you see people like this. They have a home, they are married, they have children, but they know they don't have anything in savings, and they would like to see what's a fast way that we can get there, right?
Yeah.
You know, so people are, you know, you're in a good place. You're in a good place. Now the question is, are they willing to flip their home and move, and you know, all of that? So for you, I would say, and they are willing to move and leave their home. Yeah, I would say that's because it's there are many other ways, you know, that they can do it. For example, some of them are my clients, where I would say start a business and sell your expertise. Okay. And so it's a matter of them now deciding, okay, do I want to start a business, or do I want to flip my house, you know, and move farther? I think the move might be faster in especially when they already have a home. Okay. Yeah, right. Like, how long do you think it takes
to do what?
To flip a home? If you meet a client today and they are ready to flip, how long?
It depending on what you want to fix, because what takes time is the fixing, because we are buying old houses, you fix them and then you flip them. Basically, you bring them to 2021 or 2022, whatever you have there. And then depending on what you have to fix, like for us, look, we were supposed to finish, it can go up to 6 months. Basically, I think 6 months will be the longest. But those 6 months, you have to count the how do I say it? Everything you are paying, the mortgage. So it's an additional cost. So the shorter is you're fixing, the better it is. Like, you make more money, you see? Yes. You don't have to pay for the mortgage for 6 months. Maybe you have to pay for. But the first one, we fixed it within 3 weeks. It was fixed.
3 weeks.
Yes.
And then you sold it. How fast?
We sold it. You mean how fast from the time we listed it, or?
Yes, from the time you got in the plan.
So for us, what we do now, because I haven't registered a business for this, we live in the house, and then after some time, we sell it. So this one, we waited a year. So it's from June to June, basically. It was a year, 11 months.
And the advantage for doing that is there's an advantage for living in it.
Yeah, because when you are selling it, because you are selling your primary home, you don't pay tax. So basically, you are earning money free of tax. That's why we have been moving. And this is something like, when you are starting, that's the price to pay. You have to be moving every year or every now and then.
Yes.
Until you have enough cash flow that you don't have to move. You can fix. Yeah, like, you have enough cash flow to take care of now your fix and flipping your house. Houses.
Yeah. So if you say you want to do it for a second home.
Mhm.
It's going to be another system.
What do you mean a second home? If you are selling your
if you're not selling your home, you're
Mhm.
buying a house that needs to be flipped,
Mhm.
and then you sell that. You flip it, and then you remodel it and you sell it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's different. If you sell it, then you have to register a business, and then you say that if you want to pay less taxes. If you don't register a business, you will have to pay. You can do it as an individual, but you will pay the 50%, the gain capital
Gains, yeah.
capital gain. I'm saying it in French.
I know.
Capital gain. So you have to pay the 50% of it will be added to your income.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
if you want to take advantage of having a business, pay less taxes and this, it's better you register a business of fixing and flipping houses. That's that's my next step. I haven't done it, but that is my next step.
Okay. So you see, the reason why I'm asking you all this is because I want you to know the questions that people are asking. Okay. You know, and these are these are topics that people want to know before they decide that they are going to flip their house. Okay. So these are things that, first of all, you know, I talk about how you have to do videos, you have to do different things. These are contents for your videos. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So I want you to begin to see it as this person that we're talking about here. Now let's even drill deeper. Let's drill deeper to look at this, your ideal clients. Which of them, you know, we said it's a family, it's a couple. Which of them is the person you're going to likely talk to first? The wife or the husband?
It's not really, it depends who in the family is more open to all these, or who is the person. It depends. It could be the wife, it could be the man.
From your experience, is there a pattern? Do you see a pattern? Is it more women? Is it more men?
From my experience, ladies are more interested. Yeah. Like if I look at, like now that you're asking me that question, it's more ladies who are asking me the questions, and the husbands, they're like, my house. But the ladies, they I think they want a better life for their family.
Exactly.
Like, she doesn't want all the debts. But on the other side, she has decorated the house. She's kind of emotionally attached to the house.
Attached to it, yes.
But then she's willing to do what she has to do to move up, to grow. Yeah, like for a better
life
for her family. Yes.
Exactly. Very good. Now that's the reason why I'm asking you this, because I want you to see that there's always a pattern. Okay, the man is thinking, don't worry, we're just going to be fine. I'm going to make money. We're going to be fine. You know, because he's the one in charge, is the father, is the provider, you know, and all that. That's the way they think. The woman is looking at the reality and is thinking, you know, but we've been doing this now for how many years? We've not seen the results. Is there a better way?
Yes.
You know, and so I want you to begin to, as you begin to look for your ideal clients, be thinking more women than men. Okay, be thinking more women. So you can, when you're addressing them in any messaging or anything that you're doing, be talking to her, not to him. And because of the fact that you, at the same time, were her.
Yes, that's true.
You can relate well. Exactly. You can relate very well with her. You know her feelings. You know what kept her up in the night, right? That she's not able to sleep. Okay. So all of these things, you're going to be able to use them. It's easy for you. It makes it so easy for you to connect with them. Okay, because connecting with them is extremely important. Now, there's a material, there's a course inside the magnetic messaging blueprint. There's one thing that is called the ideal client formula or something in there, that ideal client blueprint. I would want you to go and watch it, okay? So that you can, it's inside the, okay, yes, okay. It's not here. It's in what you had before. It's inside. So it's will be there, yeah. And so it's going to be, okay, go down. So do you see magnetic messaging? Magnetic messaging. Okay, ideal client blueprint, exactly, framework. That, this material, I'd like you to watch it, okay, because it's going to give you a clear understanding of when we begin to talk to your ideal client, you want to understand what you were them, right? So it's easy for you. However, the difficult part of it right now is because you've gone so far from them. Okay, you've achieved a lot. You've moved on faster compared to that time you did that first Google search, and now there's a lot that you've done. Okay, and these are things that they're going to pay you for, because there's so much that you already you just know. If somebody comes and says, I'm going to do this, you say, no, don't do that. Why? Because you just know you've made the mistake before. Right? And I think you mentioned to me the other day, you said something about contractors. Now that we have these contractors, these are the only ones we use, and you were saying something about, it's in their own best interest that they do something, these are things that now, I don't know. Right? So you're the expert in this field. And then you know how to communicate to your husband to make this thing happen, right? You need to teach them how to do that. So there's a lot of things that you're going to have to learn to teach them, and that's where, what you already have from the previous membership, you're going to be able to use it, though it's not, I don't know if I plan to put it inside this one too. So you're going to have it, you're going to still have access to it. Okay, so you'll be able to use it and use it to create what you're doing. Now, last week we talked about the 0 to 500 Facebook on Facebook in 30 days. Were you able to go through that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you come up? What were some of the suggestions? I mean, some of the thoughts that you got from that? Yeah.
So what I did from all these things, it's these. Okay, let me show you what I did. Though I think I did put it in French, because when I'm working fast, things come
French is faster.
Yes, it comes first in French. But basically the rest of this, it was just reading. I was basically reading. But what the action that I took from this is this. So let me come back here. I think it is here. No, yeah, these are, this one. This about creative 3 expertise. Basically what I did, if I translate it,
yeah,
it's how to transform my skills into money, if I translate. And then I will analyze my activities, what I do, what I'm good at, things that I think that I'm good at. That's what I listed. Yeah, so that's what I listed. I said things that I do, like I tried to search in my daily activities, like what I do from morning till like what I do, keeping like tidy up the house, like I put a very attention to detail, like everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be organized. And then the other thing that I did write, how to manage stress, stress management. So when we have issues, I will not go crazy to the point where my brain will stop working. I will always find a solution. Like I somehow, I don't know how to explain it, but I always come up with a plan, with a solution. So I am a problem solver. I like, you can give me, it can be a house that is dirty, you can give me any situation that is messy, and then I can put it in order, anything. So I think I am a planner. I love to, you want to plan a wedding or an event, I can put everything nicely for you. So I think those things that I wrote down, that's what I did from the.
Okay, so go back here. Okay, so this is for you, step number 1. You've already done the first step. The next step that we need to do now is find out if people care about your ideas.
Yes, these flipping house thing.
Exactly, because we already said the idea. And you see, all of those things that you wrote, let's just hold off on this page for a bit, okay? All of the things that you wrote in, what?
You mean to go here like this?
No, leave it like, go up a little bit. Just leave it like that for now. All of the things that you wrote in that Excel, the Word document that you just showed me with your skills and the things that you're good at, all of them, we're still going to use them as you're helping your clients. Okay. We're still going to use you remember I said to you one time, I said, is there some Excel documents? Is there some documents that you have? Is there, different things like that people can buy from you, that these are digital products that you have personally used? And the reason why I said that is what I know about you, okay, is you're a detailed person and organized, okay? And I remember, when you were in Investors, and I remember the day you were showing me the information of your business, that's the Shopify and all those things, and you had everything in an Excel sheet, right? This is exactly what I was talking about. It's you. That's who you are. And people are going to need that. And I want you to, what I'd like you to begin to do now is get in the habit of creating your processes, okay? All the things that you use. Like, for example, I turned my video script maker into a tool this weekend, okay? But I've been using it as a tool on my Post-it notes for so long, okay? But that's because it's me. I just know how to do it. I just do it. I just look at it and I'm done, okay? But we need to move now from you doing it yourself to you teaching other people to use the same tool that you use. You understand? The way you're thinking, the way your brain is processing everything, okay? We're going to begin to teach people how to do it. And that's what they're paying you for, okay? Now, then the first thing that you need to do is, the first one there says, get on social media and ask people what their biggest challenge is with your topic. Okay, so now for you, what I would want you to do, let me see, the next question is ask them what their biggest hopes and dreams and desires is relating to this topic. See what kind of feedback you get and take note of interesting patterns, okay? Now, we've already done some of this, but we want to do it even more in a structured way. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask your friends and family and different people. In short, you can even do it, send it to me. okay,
Mhm.
and ask what are some of the questions that people have. I already told you one or two today. What if I don't want to sell my house? What if, all of those kind of things. You want to know what questions people are asking. Now, the way to do this is I'm going to share a tool with you, the survey that I shared this weekend with each of the people that I said I asked. Okay. And I'd like you to actually answer the question yourself, However, I want you to look at the way I designed it.
Mhm.
And then you're going to use that to connect with people and say, by the way, have you been thinking of flipping your house? Have you thought of, another way to make money or something like that? Now share it with me before you start using it, okay? And then you do a form and you send it to them.
Mm.
Okay, so this is exactly what I want you to do. And if you don't get any response, we would need to tweak it, but most likely you're going to get responses. Okay, and this is the way to actually move people that have been picking your brain for free, move it into a paid, system.
Mhm.
Okay, we're saying we're going to do a masterclass. Okay, but before we do the masterclass, now we want to see that these people truly need what it is that you're talking about.
Mm.
So that's it. I'm going to send you the link to you know how to create Google Forms?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'll, if I don't have a video, I'm sure I have a video that will teach you how, but if I don't have a video, I'll create a video and I'll send it to you. Okay, so you would have a video of how to do the video, the survey, the form, and then I'll give you the sample of form that you need to create.
Okay, wait, before I forget.
Mhm.
So just give me a second.
Mhm.
Where did it go? Okay. I think you did ask me the question, like to send you
Yes.
to send you.
Okay.
I once sent you
Okay.
the questions that people asked me. Do you remember
Did you?
when? You remember when we first talked about this, you were telling me, oh, you have a business here and you're still thinking what business you should do.
Okay.
You asked me like if I can send you questions that I get asked too often, but
Okay.
I don't remember where I sent those.
I think it must have been in the BBC group.
Yeah?
Yeah, check in the BBC group, in the WhatsApp group. It must have been after we did the video, the first one that we did. Yeah, it would be way up, somewhere. Okay, okay. I'm looking through, but I'm sure it's there. Okay, so if you look through, just look for some of the questions that you did, just so we don't make it too long. Don't put it on social media. Remember, this is
yo, that's
stop
true.
sharing.
I forgot.
Yeah, don't share.
I forgot.
Yeah. So yeah. So
I forgot.
so I'm going to stop sharing.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what I want you to do. So since you already have those questions, I want you to, let's go back to those questions and rephrase them now based on what you know from what we've been doing the last couple of weeks now, and then you rephrase those questions and send it back, but post it on Facebook group.
Okay, I want to take notes. So you want me to post these on the group?
Yes, questions that people have asked you.
No, I mean these, the ideal client. Do I have to
yes, that's the first one. Yes, post it in the group. And but the way I want you to post it, is I want you to write it in a sentence, one sentence.
In one sentence, okay.
In one sentence, no comma, no semicolon.
Okay.
Just one sentence. This is the person, she's this, and she's at this point and she wants this. So that's what I want you to do. That's the first assignment. The second assignment is what's the question she's asking you?
Yes, the question. Okay. The
And
question
then,
they have, but those one I have to put, they have to
Mhm.
be like this.
Yes, yes, yes. And the questions, you're going to always use them because these are also going to become videos that you're going to do later.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it's good.
And
And then you need to go and watch the ideal client blueprint.
yes, watch
Watch
the,
it before you do that. You can fast forward the play so that you have. I just want you to, maybe there are some things that I said there that I've not told you. I want you to know that very clear.
mhm. So, and then what, when you say that you are going to send me a Google form, something, what is that again?
So that one would
Mhm.
now, we're going to use that form to turn your work now, your activity official. Okay. People that have asked you questions or
Mhm.
people that don't even know that you're already doing flipping, but you know them as friends. Okay. You're going to send them a link. You're going to ask them, have you ever thought of flipping your home? I'm not sure if you know that we've been flipping homes, and this is a question that a lot of people have been asking me. So I'm thinking of starting a consulting business around this. I would like to know, what are some questions that you have around this? Okay.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. So in what way? What are you thinking?
Like it's because if I send that kind of form, then I will know what really people think
Exactly.
about that business and what
Exactly.
they will be interested. So it is
Exactly. That's the best way to do it, because you want, especially at the beginning, you want a few people that you would be able to use to start, and then after that, and usually at the beginning like that, you don't charge the full price, okay, because they are also helping you to build the whole thing. But don't worry, like I said, I charged $1,000 for the first one that I did. Right. So that's the way to do it. And you will send, but I will send you a link. What I would try to do is I will put it inside the VMA, the form, the video. If there's no video in there, actually, where should I put it? I don't want to mix it up. I will put it in I may just put it in the 500 to 1,000, 0 to 500. I'll tell you wherever I put it.
Okay, so that link, is it to help me to create the form? And then I will put the questions there, or it will, the link will tell me what to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll tell you exactly what to do. You just make a copy and then you create your own.
Okay. Okay, so I watched the ideal client video from the BBC. I post my ideal client in one sentence. And then I post the questions that I get asked.
Don't post that until you've done your form and you've started getting 1 or 2 questions back.
Okay.
Yeah. But I want it done before, I want to see it in the group before next week.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I want you to, right now, in the next couple of weeks, what's going to be happening is some other people are going to be joining this program. And it's going to move away from the one-on-one that we're doing now. Okay. So maximize it now. It's a good thing that you're the only one right now, but gradually it's going to not be just you. So maximize what you have right now. Okay.
Okay. So what happens to the Collabo one? Is still
the Collabo
there?
that one, like today now, we're supposed to meet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to meet at 2 o'clock.
The last one, yeah.
Yeah, but you are the only one that is available to meet, because the other person that is available now is working. She doesn't usually come. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm still likely going to record something for her, because I just need to guide her to know what to do next. And most likely for her, I will do that, because she has a once a month plan with me she has that for a year.
Mhm.
Okay, so for her, I would do a, but she's not available, so I would just record something for her and tell her what to do next.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what it is. That's for that one. That's where it is right now.
But that one I can quit it anytime I want.
Yes.
Because the last time you were saying that you are going to charge me
Yes.
again if I quit it, I can quit it so that I don't have to pay for the end of the month.
Except for the fact that I am working for free.
Oh, but I'm going to pay. Am I not going to pay?
We're not supposed to be putting this on Facebook. Let me end it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Bye,
okay.
Facebook.
But I thought you ended